Drunk and you was on my mind, babe. Driving home drunk and I was thinking about us. Driving home drunk and you was on my mind, babe. Driving home drunk and I was thinking about us. Are you thinking about me? Cause I'm thinking about you. Fuck it, let me go and turn this feature off. Don't be drinking brown when you're too in love. Don't be drinking crown when you're too in love. Too much to deal with was the drugs. And he got me angry, I need a hug. But I'm drunk, yeah, I'm drunk, let me feel the bud. Swerving lane to lane in my partner's truck. I'm forgetting that he got an ounce in the blood.
Alright, yeah. We live. Lavoelife Sermons. Your boy Bugsy Lavo out here in season 4. We out here in Miami. I got a real special guest, a hustler, personal trainer, overall go-getter from what I see. Let them know who you are, introduce yourself.
What's going on, man? I am DJ Killa K, you know what I'm saying? AKA K Murder, Miami's mixtape assassin. And first off, man, I want to thank you, though, for reaching out, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm here. Dade County's mixtape assassin, DJ Killa K.
Yeah, for sure. Now let them know how you originally get your start.
As far as with the whole DJing thing, how I got my start. So let's see, it was kind of like, where you want to take it back? Well, music was always in me from a shorty, you know what I'm saying? Like, my dad used to always be playing old reggae music and stuff like that in the basement. So I guess that's kind of where it started. But as far as like with the DJing, let's say, it kind of started, let's see, after high school, you know what I'm saying? And I went to college. I went to Bethune-Cookman, and it kind of ain't work out. You feel me? So
what you was going to school for?
I was going to school for communications and it's been a minute.
This man aging himself.
It's been a minute. I wanted to be a teacher. My dad is a history teacher.
Yeah.
So whatever the major is, I forget it. It's not gonna come to my mind right now. But education.
And how'd you get into DJing from that?
Okay, so now look. Boom, I'm at school and it ain't working out. Whoop-de-whoop. I got to come back to Miami now because I did so bad that, I was on financial aid. When your grades drop, they take the financial aid. So now I come back and I'm kind of like at a crossroads, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't going to lie to you. I started, doing my thing as far as like with the hustling and selling weed and stuff like that. So I was always into music. I was always into mixtapes. I was always, always into hip hop and shit like that. So I was kind of serving, and I clicked up with some DJs, you know what I'm saying, that was already doing their thing down here, and I was, giving them weed and shit like that. So long story short, I used to go to their studio. You know what I'm saying? I used to go to their studio and hang out. It was better for me because I used to get out the trap and just be out there. And, I just used to be like a fly on the wall, and I used to see them make mixtapes. And then that turned into me working for a mixtape website. You feel me? Because the DJs I was working with, they also did their own mixtapes and sold their own mixtapes. Yeah. So I started, just packaging mixtapes and shit like that for them and getting my little stuff off in the studio. But it was fun for me, though, because I was so into mixtapes and so into music. I loved it. Yeah. So then that turned to like, damn, okay, I'm around these DJs, I'm seeing what they doing, and they asking me for input and stuff like that. So why can't I do it? You feel me? Right. So that turned into, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put out a mixtape. You know what I'm saying? And bought a computer, bought a little laptop, and was in the studio with them, and I was watching what they was doing, and I just, like I said, asked a couple questions, and then I did my own mixtape. So as far as with the DJing, I put out my first mixtape before I ever touched the turntables. Yeah. So I kind of did it backwards, if you want to kind of say.
That's kind of like the new wave, kind of like.
Okay.
All right.
All right, so I put out my first mixtape, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't like, let's just say, okay, because when you say mixtape, I got to clarify. You got the mixtapes and stuff you do on the turntables where you scratch and then it's like a blend tape.
That's like early 90s stuff.
Okay, all right, and then you got as far as like when you sit down in the studio and you do it on the Pro Tools and you place your tags and stuff like that, you feel me? So that's how I had to put out a first mixtape and stuff like that. So I put out my first mixtapes, and quick story, there was a movie, Cocaine Cowboy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This was around
the first. Classic, by the way.
Okay, it was a movie, the first Cocaine Cowboys. This was around the time I was putting out my first mixtape, and I needed a theme for the mixtape. So back then, the movie wasn't even out yet. It was on bootleg, but it was still in the hood. it was big in the hood, So I was like, damn, it'll be dope if I kind of took the concept of the Cocaine Cowboys, you know what I'm saying, and put out a little mixtape. So I put out my first mixtape. I kind of snatched the concept. It was called Dope Boy Music, Volume 1. You feel me? And I used like little interludes throughout the mixtape and stuff. So boom, I put it out and put it on the internet. The guys who actually did the music or did the movie got wind of it. The movie wasn't out yet. It was still bootleg.
Oh, okay.
You get what I'm trying to say? So they were like, how'd you hear about the stuff? And damn, it was a dope concept. So from that, I was
I'm surprised they ain't trying to like pursue legal.
Nah, me neither. I was surprised. Like, damn, I thought, they was coming at me like, damn, you used our stuff illegally and stuff like that. They were just kind of happy that the movie was getting out there. Exactly, the movie was getting out there. So from that, I was like, damn, it kind of just, it was a light bulb went in my head. I was like, damn, I put out my first little mixtape and I got a little notoriety.
Yeah.
So from there, it was just like a bug. And then I just started putting out a lot of mixtapes. Just like, locals. People in the city mixed with, the big hits.
Now, another thing you also got going on is you do like at the Miami, I don't know if it's not an open mic, it's like a showcase.
It is an open mic.
It is open mic?
It is an open mic because it's not only rappers, we got poets, spoken word, comedians.
But the way that shit, because I seen open mics before, them shit's like, they kind of lame and shit. But your shit look like a...
Because how I do it from the DJ aspect. Like, okay, you might say you have a little open mic, whereas a guy's hosting and, they bring the artists up to the stage, you feel me? But like for me, I'm playing music the whole time. So like...
It's like a party.
Exactly. So like in between artists, you feel me? I might drop the T Grizzly or whatever, while they come into the stage. So the whole time it's just, you feel me? Like you got people performing, but it's just a party.
I remember I used to always see that shit on social media and shit. Yeah. But a girl was talking about it like probably like 2 weeks ago. She was like, oh, that shit was lit. And I'm like, hold up, wasn't this shit like an open mic? Yeah. But I guess she was there and the way she described it, it was like a party.
Because I just kind of changed up the kind of concept, you feel me? Because I'm not a quote-unquote host or still a DJ. So I just wanted to kind of create a party because, a lot of times you go to open mic and...
Number of rappers in the crowd.
Exactly, and if you're not performing, it gets kind of boring if you feel me? So I just try to keep them engaged too, feel me? Keep the people who come not necessarily to touch the stage to support, but, okay, damn, it's a nice little party, let me go get a drink, you feel me? So the whole time they engaged too.
Is there like a certain like criteria you gotta meet, or anyone can sign up?
Anyone, it's free. It's free.
What if they can't perform though?
It's trust me. I mean, like a lot of people, I ain't gonna lie to you, like a lot of artists and stuff, this is their first time touching the stage. It's, you know what I'm saying? But we just, Miami Live and shout out to Coast, they provide that venue.
You partnered
they provide that venue for them. You feel me? To, get out there and you could showcase your talent, practice, however you want to use it. But there's not too many venues in Miami that provide that for
I keep hearing
artists.
About that. That's crazy because Miami's such a big city.
Exactly, but it's not too many venues that I know of that strictly do it for the independent artists and, the showcases and stuff like that.
And so what else you got coming out? You just dropped a mixtape though, right?
Yeah, I just dropped a mixtape. I got a series. That started actually going back to when we first started, my first mixtape, Dope Boy Music. Mm-hmm. You feel me? And let me clarify what Dope Boy Music is. When I was starting making mixtapes, like I like trap music. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Gucci, T.I., Ross, you feel me? That's what that's the shit I like. So when I wanted to make a mixtape, when I wanted to make a mixtape, I just kind of wanted to make a collection of all the hot trap music that I was vibing to. You feel me? So I, in turn, named it Dope Boy Music. So when I first started, like I would get a mixtape and it'll be like you'll get a Jeezy and then like you'll get like a Chris Brown or you feel me? Like the playlist was just kind of all over the place. Yeah. So I just wanted to narrow it down. You feel what I'm trying to say? So I created a mixtape called Dope Boy Music, and I'm on volume I think 28. Is about the next one I'll drop. So that's like kind of my series. You know what I'm saying? In Miami, I put it out, and then as far as like I do a lot of mixtapes. You feel me? Like Iceberg. Briscoe.
You part of like the LiveHouse team.
Yeah, right? LiveHouse, that's my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like Billion, and it was through the mixtapes that we kind of linked. You feel me? Because I kind of did a unofficial mixtape on Iceberg. You feel me? And then he got wind of it.
Damn.
And then
dog got the exclusive.
Yeah, and then it kind of linked from there. And then he reached back out for me to do Strictly for the Smokers.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that tape.
Just on the strength of like, damn, he really fucking with my music, and then from there we just always stayed working, and then it was he wanted to do LiveHouse season.
The volume 1, right? It had like it's a compilation.
Yeah. No, not that one. This is the one where he was, I don't know if you remember.
Oh, for the store.
For the store, okay, where he was sitting in front of the big LH. Yeah. So this was like the birth of the actual LiveHouse. This was the birth of Billion finally becoming independent, you know what I'm saying? And not being in contract and stuff like that. So he wanted to reach out to the DJs that he felt actually really fought with his music up out of the city, you know what I'm saying? And I was one of them. So when he reached out, I told him, I was like, well, damn, we might as well make it official. You get what I'm trying to say? Because I always fought with him, but was never like official. Yeah. So I was like, damn, you reaching out, I appreciate it. We might just make it official. And then from then on, we've been rocking. You know what I'm saying? So.
Now, we was talking a little bit off air, and you hear this comes up a lot in like documentaries, interviews. You know, it's always, people always talk about Miami, the South Beach side, and then Miami, like the other side. Now, it's not just with the people and the events and the type of environment, it's also with the DJs too, right? Like, like the South Beach DJs, then there's like the homegrown DJs.
It because it's like, okay, it is kind of separate, you feel me? Because like,
but you think that's on purpose, or it's just be different scenes?
Well, I mean, you could kind of go back to even history of Miami, like, you feel me? Like South Beach in the beginning wasn't really for black folks. You get what I'm trying to say? Like in the beginning, we couldn't even go over there unless we was working.
That's crazy. You
get what I'm trying to say? So if you take it back to that, it's kind of like just Miami people, period. It's always been, we go over there, but we don't really go over there. You feel me? And then it turned to kind of like partying and stuff like that. So if you want to take it back to that, I guess that's where the separate comes from. Now with the music, a lot of our homegrown DJs are not in I guess you would want to say the big clubs over there. Yeah. You feel what I'm trying to say? So I guess that's where you would want to say it's separate at.
But you think it's like the venue's blocking, or it just ain't?
I don't know. I don't know if the promoters, you know what I'm saying, really want to reach out to the homegrown DJs, or I don't know. Like, I don't want to say I really have an answer to it, but it's just like that. It's always been, and not taking nothing away from those DJs over there, because they're great DJs. You feel what I'm trying to say? But it's just a different vibe, a different style of DJing we have on this side as opposed to there. And I don't know if it's necessarily they blocking, or I just don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's we've been coexisting for a minute. I just feel like it's kind of stunting the music as far as like Miami music getting out there. You get what I'm trying to say? Like real Miami music, like, cause it's like. And I guess that's anywhere in any city. Like, if you go to Manhattan and you just say you didn't really go to New York, you feel me? Like, you didn't really go to Brooklyn, you didn't really go to Queens, so you didn't really get a real vibe of how, you know, New York is. Same thing with South Beach, you know what I'm saying? It's just like a party, it's like a party place, but it's not, as far as like with the music, you might get one or two real Miami cuts, but for the most part, it's like,
top 40.
Like, it's like top 40, like Hollywood, you know, and I guess that's like anywhere else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Man, every time I interview someone from Miami, I tell them pretty much like, man, Miami got so much culture, so much, like the vibe is so strong. It's just crazy how it hasn't blown up nationwide. I mean, it has, like, you got Trick, you got Ross, you got Luke. But I mean, like, overall, like the whole vibe.
I think too, it just comes from like, okay, as far as like with the Miami music and like the industry and the people who are in power to, I guess, put certain people on or press buttons in the industry, they don't really party where, you know, us native Miamians party at. You feel me? Like, they not gonna come to Coco's, they not gonna come to, these are our clubs. Like, on the other side, we really don't have, outside of the strip clubs, big clubs, like where people can go to and party. Like, our clubs are the strip clubs. You get what I'm trying to say? So if you like an out-of-towner, you're not necessarily gonna go to Coco's or the Rolex or, you know what I'm saying, necessarily G5 unless you know about the city. You're gonna go to the Cameos, you're gonna stay on that side. You know what I'm saying? So I guess the people who are really empowered to put people on and sign contracts, they're not really in the city and hearing the music.
Wrapping up, what is something you want to tell the people watching, man? Whether it's like advice, or you want to plug something in, or you just want to vent, or you just want to talk some shit. Like, what are your last parting words?
My last parting words. Let's just see. I just want to shout out all my DJs out there on the grind, like really in the trenches. You know what I'm saying? Really hustling. You know, you had to hustle to get your laptop. You had to hustle to get your Serato. You know what I'm saying? You really had to do it for yourself, because it's hard, you know what I'm saying, especially with the music and trying to do it by yourself. So I just want to shout out those DJs, you know, who DJ in the hole in the walls, but you got that shit rocking every Saturday, and you might not feel like you get the notoriety or the respect you feel you deserve. You know what I'm saying? I just want to say to them, keep grinding, keep doing your thing, because your time is coming. You feel me? And I just want to, you know, because I feel like I'm that type of DJ, like I've been putting on for a minute, and I'm just kind of under the radar, you know what I'm saying? So just want to shout out those DJs who, you know, really been rocking, and you just feel like you haven't got that respect or that notoriety yet, just to keep pushing and keep doing your thing, because it's coming.
Yeah, definitely, man. And all right, man, this has been Bugsy Lavoe, Killa K. Plug in your social media, people follow you.
Okay, you can hit me on Instagram. That's probably what I'm on the most, at KMurder305. My Twitter is DJ Killa K305. The Instagram at KMurder305. Snapchat, at KMurder305. And yeah, that's it. LiveHouseLife.com. Be on the lookout for Forever Live 3. Me and Billion got a new mixtape coming. That's another series I do.
Pressure.
Yeah, there's another series I do called Forever Live. We dropped Forever Live 1 and Forever Live 2. Both are on my mixtapes right now, so you can go get them. We about to drop part 3, so be on the lookout for that. And then I got a new mixtape out of my series, Dope Boy Music, that's dropping too. And Miami Live each and every Saturday, #1 open mic in the city. All my artists, anybody, out-of-towners, you trying to get out here and
I know people that drove out to perform over there.
Yeah, if you out there and you trying to you know, get your music out there, network, and you need a venue, it's definitely Miami Live. We party, and you can also touch the stage in the same night. You know what I'm saying?
And you can leave with some bitches, because girls be gone.
And you can leave with some babies, because they be in there. You feel me? They be in there. But shouts to Miami Live, man, every Saturday. Killa K. Shouts to y'all too, man. I appreciate y'all reaching out. You know what I'm saying?
And we gotta touch the people.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all reaching out. You feel me? Because, you know, that's dope. You know.
And this is Bugsy Lavoe, and we out this bitch.
Shouts out to Bugsy, man. Shouts out to Lavoelife. Shouts out to the LiveHouse team, man. I'm here, Killa K. Oh, Stamped in the Streets DJ too. You know what it is. Shouts out to them.